hello. There are a bunch of Polaris here. Which you wouldn't know. And is that like another crashed Titan? Oh, what? How is there a crashed Titan rear on both moons? Okay, that seems a little bit sketchy. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Reforged Eden. I'm 7foot Dustbunny, and today we're going to be trying to plug this transceiver, this funky bunky transceiver decryption device here. Sorry, this decryption device onto the transceiver. After we got ourselves splatted a few times last time, trying to... What the hell is going on? Why am I walking... What's going... Why am I... Sorry, I seem to have not left my body, and seem to be walking around a bit funny. Now, moving swiftly on. Yes, we need to plug this decryption device into the transceiver. Last time we made our way through the server room, which appeared to just be a case of leg it rather than actually try and operate with any stealth. So apparently, IDA has added the airlock, to my heads up display. So that's going to try and give me some guidance as to where I need to go. Apparently this is the closest airlock. The idea is I need to get out there and do it without getting seen by the operations. So Commander, you've reached the airlock. Once you're outside, you'll be visible to anyone in the station's operation room if you rise higher than the white line below the transceiver. Okay, I didn't quite understand that, but where is said transceiver? Where is said white line? So I'm guessing that is the transceiver right there, and I am freezing my balls off, which is unhelpful. Look at data relay. I found the data relay. Doesn't appear to be any safety system, so I should be able to just put the device in. Insert the decryption device. Yes. I guess that's all I needed to do. IDA, did you detect any changes in the station's transmissions? Nothing noticeable, Commander. There is a minor delay of 2 nanoseconds between incoming and external transmissions leaving the dish, but it's not unusual for the station during high solar activity. Okay, I guess that's good enough for me. Okay, I've attached the device. Let's get back into the hangar and head back to the Red Rogue before someone else notices something. I am freezing. Yes, I am. I am freezing my gonads off. Right. So, back to the Red Rogue, it seems. But that was definitely an interesting quest. Okay, so... Whoa! Incoming back onto the Rouge Rogue. Rouge Rogue! Cleared to land. Top deck, newbie. Watch out for the... Watch the cargo pad ahead. Okay, or whatever. Yeah, we almost crashed into you yet again. Because our braking thrust is not fantastic. Anywho. I think I've done a great job, Mr. Garrison. So, what you got to say to yourself? Oh, you're back, newbie. You didn't give me much time. Let me come up with a good joke. Save it for next time. No, sorry. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say, okay, I'll wait. Thrill me. Oh. Now you put me on the spot. I can't come up with anything. At least you're willing to listen to my jokes. Even DZ over there won't listen to my jokes. Or DZ if you're me, an English female crew member. That's because you're not funny, Garrison. I get funnier jokes off the size of milk cartons that I get from you. Sorry, then I get from you. Like, oh please. You know you love me. She does, you know. She bursts into tears whenever I leave the ship. You never leave the ship, Garrison. Your ass is permanently glued to that chair. If you ever did leave, there'd be tears of joy at finally being alone on the bridge. Wow, that's cold, DZ. I thought you'd had feelings for me. If the two of you are quite finished. I'm not flirting with that cockroach. I'd rather kiss Vespian. He's he's that ugly guy. Hey, I heard that. I'm not that ugly. You kind of are, dude. That's why I wear a helmet all the time. Except to hide that ugly face, basically. What's that? Nothing, Vespian. Just saying how I got your back, bro. God knows. I certainly don't want your front. Anyway, what's the business, newbie? How's that relay from Kennex looking? Oh hey, good job with getting that installed. You've got to tell me how you got into that Kennex server room. They got sensors and security all over the place. Yeah, well, just check the 3 corpses I left behind. Just use the door at the back of the control room and walk straight through to the elevator. No one even looks. Yeah, no one even looks apart from the pile of corpses. Anyway, how's that signal looking? The whole thing looks fine to me. We're receiving transmission from Kennex and also filtering any reference to our little ship that might pop up in transmissions. It should make it much easier to pull the small jobs in the system now that we can delay the stress signals. You come to me if you're interested in those. I will be. Since you seem to have checked out, newbie, you'll probably be getting in on the job. That means you'll need a code name like us. Vespian, Red, DZ, Pink. And you can be Blue. I'm yellow, by the way. I'm Mr. Blue, am I? Can I be Mr. Purple? Why do we need code names? Because we're going to call each other around by our real names? That's a really bad idea. Especially if some asshole is listening in on a job. They'll either sell that information back to the Polaris, the Zurax, or a rival. Okay, Blue. You can get out of here now. The next job won't be for a while, so there's no use in sticking around. I'll forward the information to Marcos to sign off on. Alright then, Mr. Garrison. Garrison says, did alright there, Blue. If you want in on a job, you're in. The big heist won't be coming up for a while. In the meantime, Garrison has some small-time missions for you to tackle that'll bring in some much-needed money, resources, and reputation with the pirates. I'm sure that when you've completed enough of them, you'll be notified when the big heist is available. This is interesting. So let's have a look here. Is there some... do I actually have to speak to Garrison, or do the small-time missions just appear? So at the moment, I see Squat. Pirate clans, nothing. I've done all of that. There's the repeatable Polaris Megacorp stuff. And that kind of stuff. And Talon missions, of course, which are apparently repeatables. And there's the Project Eden stuff. So if I go over to Garrison here, does anything happen? No. Hello, Mr. Garrison. No, okay. So that doesn't check out that there's some missions. Because we did all of those. What is this? We've got Zurax information and we've got something there that has blank. But that might well, yeah, that's the class system which I'm working on. And this is just... This is other stuff, basically. This is original Project Eden stuff right here. So, are there no other pirate missions? I mean, because this is Vespian. He's a miserable git. I don't trust you. I've got my eye on you. You do anything suspicious, it'll be the last thing you do. Got it? Got it, Mr. Ugly. And this must be DZ. And so my rep with the pirates has basically gone up by bugger all, yeah. So my question is, how can I get the jobs? I mean, there's a Polaris mining facility, and that's Kenneck Station. But there didn't seem to be any other way to get, like, the jobs. And this guy I can't speak to because my rep isn't high enough. There's a nice core here to blow up and steal the ship. I'm not allowed back there. And there's pretty much nothing else. So, I really don't actually know whether that's the end of the quest line and there's no more quests, or whether they'll be in contact, because it's like, yes, do more stuff with the pirates, but it doesn't actually let me do more stuff with the pirates, because yeah, it just says big heist won't be for a while. In the meantime, Garrison has some small-time missions for you to tackle that will bring in some much-needed money, resources and reputation with the pirates. I'm sure that when you've completed enough of them, you'll be notified. Great. Where are the missions? Because that's Project Eden stuff. Journey book. Fine. Encyclopedia. I don't have any pirate missions here. I wonder if that's just because there isn't anything left. Follow, because Mr. Garrison is not talking to me. So let's just bug out for now. And take the ship, get back down, possibly do some repairs. I don't know if we come back in range of them, whether something will happen. But at the moment, it seems like there's not a lot left there, which is a real shame because I really enjoyed that mission. That mission was really good, really good. Good credit to Vermilion on that one. That one was really enjoyable. You know, not a lot of fighting, but just fun from the other perspectives. So we can start looking at some of these things. UHC researchers looking for field researchers to assist with discovering and bring back research reports. We can look at that later. Let's have a look. Second chances. That gives neutral and a bunch of rep. What does this do? Right, locate the Polaris mining operation around D-class stars or in neutral territory. Craft 50 large fuel packs and deliver them to a mining quartermaster. So that is something we can do to boost up our Polaris rep, and that would give us some cash as well. Talon missions here seem to be just repeatables. And nothing particularly interested. You cannot complete this mission on a planet without a Talon village or settlement. Yep, fair enough. I mean, we could do that just to have a look. But most of this seems to be... What the hell? This is a serious repeatable. Only 400 faction rep though for these. 300 for this one. Location, target acquired, evasive maneuvers. I mean, could do that. Could probably do with some Polaris rep. But that isn't even going to get me to friendly. That sucks balls, to be quite honest. So I am tempted to hit up the main story and see what happens here. You need to find out the state of Terran forces in Andromeda. Find a UCH research vessel in space and make contact. You will need a warp-capable small vessel or capital vessel depending on your distance you need to warp. The UHC research vessels can be found in the Alpha, Beta, Delta and Epsilon starting systems, or randomly in some habitable GFA star systems in neutral territory. They appear on the solar system map as a blue triangle. Completing missions will unlock additional missions and more entries in the Project Eden Encyclopedia. Okay, so that's kind of prologue. Mission need to be rewarded. Okay, so I'm guessing that then starts the infected. Side stories is Dead Worlds and Polaris' second chances. See, this gives a shit ton of Polaris, right? I mean, obviously, and that gives, at least that gives 1,000. I'd be much happier to do that for 1,000 than I would the bloody ones up here that give squat rep. No money and squat rep. Okay, so UHC. There is a UHC vessel right there. Or UCH. Sorry, UCH. I'm pretty sure UHC is actually the Halo people. The one in Halo. Anyway, so that's where we need to go. Now, I don't currently have a warp drive, do I? Or do I? I don't currently have a warp drive, I believe. So, new mission, warp drive. And whether or not we can actually make one. So I need to get back to the ancient shelter on the planet. Okay, I'm back to home sweet home, where we're actually going to turn off the ship. And we'll make sure we chuck anything in the fridge back in the fridge here at the ancient shelter, because here we actually have some food. We even have some more Dino Royale and other bits we can munch on, which is all good stuff. I'm probably going to try and make sure we're topped up as much as possible. So that's good news. Hopefully the actual station is looking good. I mean, we've still got a block we lost there, and we lost a few blocks here and there. We took a few hits, I think, on the moon actually. So you could probably do with some repairs here and there. Yeah, we lost a block there as well. I wonder if I wonder what we'd get charged for repairs. I should have tried that at Kennex and seen it. I also noticed I still have this decryption device on me, so I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that, whether it will spark anything if I walk in and out of the station. It didn't when I walked back in, but I'm not going to chance it for now. So, as is, we've got plenty of fuel here to refuel the ship, so that shouldn't be a big problem. I think the short hop's probably doing okay now. We've got some large optronic matrices, haven't we? And we've got 8 small. I mean, we've got some good bits here to get things going. So we should be able to have a look at what we can actually do. Let's, I'll keep those bits in there. I'll keep that one in there for now. And, yeah, we've got some small optronic matrices as well. So we have some good bits and pieces here. I could do with a repair station to see if I could can repair that heavy armor. That wouldn't hurt. And I also need to see if I can upgrade my ship. Now, I suddenly feel like it's been a while since I've been here. So I can make improved CPU extenders for my SV. For that, wow, I need 8 small optronic bridges just for one. Just for one. I need 8. Just for one. Are you having a giraffe? So, what do the other ones require? Like that for a hover vessel requires 4. Okay. Maximum count 1. Maximum count 2. Maximum count 2. So you can put up to 2 of those in. Now, I was told that if I can make 1, I can install that, and that will help. I don't know that that's the case, but I might well try it, because I don't think I can use the small ones for anything else, like if we had a CV one. I don't think this is a large constructor, not an advanced. But I think if we go into the tech tree and have a look, I think the advanced one will be the same, he says. The advanced one requires 8 large optronic bridges. And that one requires 4 matrices, yeah. So that one requires large bridges, matrices, large bridges, matrices. Okay. So I've got another dumb question to ask here. On the tier 4 small ones, if I have enough, like, I don't know, say 4 small matrices, can I not just stick a tier 4 in from day dot? And what does that do for me? Or do I have to have a level 3 one first? It doesn't really seem to say. Now, because I know in default, I can just go straight for level 4. And, you know, in vanilla, and go straight for level 4. And that's all happy making. Here, this is an advanced extender. CPU output plus 7,000. CPU output 6,000. 6,500. So you see, technically speaking, I could probably, not sure I got the Sathian plates. I may be able to make one of these, which would actually be somewhat more efficient. Because it would give me 7,000. So I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to see if I can make an advanced constructor. But I should be able to upgrade this one. So what I could do is, where is it? This one. This one's just got the blocks in it. Yep. So what we do is attach to that one. And then I should be able to say, I want to upgrade this. And it's like, yes, you can. Beautiful. Watching. Done. That is now upgraded and is now an advanced. So now I can make an advanced extender. I think. So let's try it. I'm gonna try it. And we're gonna see what happens. Okay. So noisily windy today, as it may be, it seems. But right. I believe I have come up with a plan of sorts. So, plan number 1 is not to stand in there and to use my drone. Plan number 2 is to one, look at moving some bits around here. Firstly, this little generator is going to have to come out, because that is where the warp drive is going. So no matter what I do, the warp drive is going in there. Next up is to have a careful look at where some of these things are going, which is, that is an oxygen station, and in there I think that's carbon substrate block, but there isn't anything in there. So you see, I'm thinking that if I take that one out, I'm going to take this generator out as well, and I built myself an advanced generator here. Now this advanced generator does use quite a lot of CPU, but it can actually put out quite a lot of power. I don't know how much more power than a big one, but we're about to find out. So that one's coming out. And so this one can put out 1.1 kilowatts. This one can put out 2.25 kilowatts. Which I figure is going to be useful for the shield. Now with the shield, I can only build a light shield. That's an abrupt change in weather. Using the constructor. I'm guessing I have to upgrade the shield in situ, but I'm not sure I've got what I need for that. So this one I need to put in. So I'm going to start by putting that one in, which I'm going to put in down here, right there. And then I'm going to check our CPU allowance and make sure we haven't been completely screwed. So we are currently T1, but we have 19,000 CPU. So I don't quite know how this tier system seems to work. I mean, is there like an upgrade thing for the, like, it doesn't seem to, oh, because I haven't got the right gun selected, that's why. So if I go back, like, is there an upgrade for the CPU? No upgrade exists, but these extenders exist. So I don't quite know how the T1, T whatever things work, because I don't quite understand that yet. But nevertheless, we now have an extra 9,000 CPU available to us, of which some of it is going to be using this little guy. If you don't mind, you are going in to here. Which way around are we putting you? I was actually tempted to put you the other way around, but you are going to go that way around. I'm happy with that. There we go. So, and I think even in this gap there was supposed to be a generator, but I can't really see without taking this engine out. I think that was supposed to be a generator. Could be a fuel tank if I need it to be. I'm going to leave that space open just to decide later on that for now, because I'm not sure which I want it to be, because fuel has not been lasting the longest time. We seem to be a bit more fuel hungry, and if we've got these T3s we might be able to tweak things around. I mean, the only thing is at the moment there's a sensor in there, but I could probably move that sensor somewhere else or do away with it altogether. Anywho, I'm hoping that is going to be enough, and that we can put this one, if you don't mind, shield generator, please go in the slot. Yes, in that slot right there. I haven't extended things like ammo capacity and lift capacity at the moment. It seems like my thrusters are struggling enough as they are. But I need to get mobile with these things, so at the moment these things are taking priority. Right. So let's get this warp drive in. Warp drive is in. Excellent. And that leaves one thing I've wondered if I could install. It is a big unit though. I'm not quite sure if I install it where it's going to go. Because, as I say, it's kind of a big unit. Kind of going to get in the way. And it's a would be nice rather than a must have. I mean, at the moment there's no fridge in that location. I could feasibly just put it over some of this area and just be done with it, because I don't mind that it covers things over. I rarely access them from the back anyway. The only thing I do occasionally access from the back is the O2 and the armor locker, but the armor locker I can access from inside the thing, so I could take it off and put that there, and that would give me a heal station. So I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and we'll just retrieve that block, that block, that block, and that block. And I'm going to put the heal unit here for now. It's not ideal, but it'll do. Now, everything else, at least for the minute, is in there. So let's put the cockpit back in and see what we've got. So armored cockpit, yeah, there we go. Chuck that back in, and let's see how we're doing on CPU. So, how are we doing on CPU? We're at 5,000. That's not bad at all. My God, the weather. Okay, and I can even heal myself up, which is excellent. But yes, so I now have warp capability and shields. I am missing a few armor blocks, which I guess I can fix rather than pay for. So, I mean, the actual repair blocks doesn't cost very much. It's mainly just the replacing of blocks that always costs. So, wow, that is so loud. It's actually deafening me on my system. Yeah. So I'm gonna do those repairs, repair it up, and prep ourselves up to go and make our way to the UCH fleet, because it seems to me that's the place to go next. Okay, so some of you might be glad to know that one, I've repaired the ship, and two, I've actually engaged my brain and gone over to the Polaris trading station, and during which time I have repaired my armor here. Sorry, my gun I was using. I haven't repaired this one, but I've repaired my advanced assault rifle. I have also repaired my armors, which I now have in short hop. So I have repaired myself up with extra things basically ready to go. And I was looking to make myself a EVA boost, which I have the items I need to make, apart from one thing: plastic. I appear to be missing plastic, which is why I'm going around grabbing some crushed stone. I'm going to go over here and chop down this tree as well, and basically use that to make some plastic. I will probably chop down a few extra trees as well, just to make some more biofuel, because the chainsaw uses biofuel. But 20 logs will be plenty, I should imagine. But yeah, I'll be going around grabbing a few bits here, just preparing basically to make sure that I can make myself EVA boost and that way not freeze to death, because I'm almost certainly going to use the light armor, well, the improved light armor for now, and then if I'm going into a combat situation, I will try and switch over to the heavy armor, which has the advanced armor upgrade in it, so hopefully making me somewhat less squishy. And then we are going to set off on our travels for the UCH ship, he says, in hope that we actually can make it there. But we have one other thing to do first, which I think is going to be, we don't have enough pentaxid to get there. Oh balls, my inventory is full. So here we are heading towards Haven Moon. This is the moon we've never been to, so I decided to come to this one because, well, we've never been to it. And not only did I have an EVA boost already and didn't end up making one, I had two. So it's completely unnecessary. I am tempted, and probably am, like right now, going to turn the shield generator on and see how well the power systems cope with that. Yeah, it's coping alright, and we're not in Xerax territory. I was worried we might try blowing up our power systems. We seem to be okay, and we now just need to try and locate. We've located a very large deposit of something. I'm guessing iron, yes. And a minigun drone. Now, I was tempted possibly to get some additional guns, but at the moment I decided against it. I'm not sure if that was a good idea or a bad idea, but I've decided not to stack up the extra guns. Hello. There are a bunch of Polaris here, which you wouldn't know. And is that like another crashed Titan? Oh, what? How is there a crashed Titan rear on both moons? Okay, that seems a little bit sketchy. I mean, on the bright side, there would be some additional loot here in terms of the loot containers that we know exist on these. So, I mean, that wouldn't be bad, but it does seem a little bit sketchy that there's two crash Titans. Are we in a multiverse which converges here where all the Titans crash? Because that could be a problem. However, if you don't mind, ship, just hanging on for me for just a minute, there appears to be a bunch of pentaxid here just growing around on the ground, which, in all honesty, could be enough and save me from jumping around massively. I mean, I don't need massive amounts of pentaxid. I just need enough at the moment to jump to the UCH fleet or the UCH ship. And as most of us will know, one pentaxid should make 2 crystals. So if I can get a reasonable handful of these, it should be enough. I mean, at the moment that would be 16 AU's worth of travel. So I could certainly hop around and get some extra. I mean, really, the only reason I turned the shield on right now, I wasn't expecting trouble from drones or anything like that. I knew it would use up some of the pentaxic crystals I have, and it would also use up some additional power. I just really wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be a problem and that it was charged up if I need it. Because now I'm probably going to turn it off again. But it should be fully charged. So actually getting it up and running will be much quicker next time round. However, I may well end up going and investigating these Titan sections, because as we know, for example, right in here where it's easy access, we should be able to open this boarding ramp and voila, goodies, even undelivered cargo. Excellent. And why is there a Dino Royale stew in there? Because that is going to go off, and that is going to be a senseless waste of Dino Royale stew. Yes. And even on top of that, there might be fuel and stuff we can nick. You know, fuel, oxygen, there should be O2 here somewhere. I mean, we've got these units, but in all honesty, we've done that quest. We shouldn't need to come back here. But I'm not above taking the extra loot, you know. It seems to me, you know, if the loot's there, why not help yourself to it? No? I mean, you want to grab this stuff, right? I think that's the cannon drone we already searched, actually. Nope, no it's not. Okay, but here, for example, we know that in one of these rooms here, that right there in front of us, there's a loot container. I might go back and have a look, because I'm sure someone mentioned there was another one around somewhere which I missed. Oh god, you know what? I should really turn my jetpack on. And the light. That would make life a lot easier. Come on, jetpack. There we go. And up we go. And in here. Come on. Come on. Crouch. We can do it. We can do it. We can get in. There we go. Alien loot container. And not amazing stuff, but it's also not terrible. I mean, it'd be really nice if I could get back out. There we go. But, yeah, I had a feeling there was another one kicking around as well somewhere. But, it's all good stuff. I don't know why I wouldn't help myself to it, other than the fact that it's a little bit cheesy with the fact that there's two of them. But, you know, I didn't put two of them here. They spawned all on their own. Nothing to do with me. I'm innocent, Governor. Yeah, so I'm going to go around and just probably pick off a few of the nicer, juicier bits without loading up too much. Like perhaps a power coil or two. Because I consider that to be juicy. And make sure I pick everything up. Probably investigate the Polaris here a bit as well. And see if I can run across one of these pentaxid veins, just because, you know, pentaxid would be nice. That is an awesome looking building. It's a Vitalife Pharmaceuticals lab. That's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, the pentaxid deposit right there. But if I mine in Polaris territory, I'm going to upset my Polaris friends. So that's not ideal. There's a crashed DSC front. There's a few other radar signatures around. Oh, is it dark. Minigun drones. Oh, we've missed some there. There's a whole bunch up here, so we may as well check this out, because there's an absolute swathe of them here. And for example, if not, then right here there is a bunch of these, which will help out a lot. I'm tempted to just harvest a bunch of these anyway and be done with it, because to be honest, the actual mining is extremely slow. But yeah, I think I will, as we didn't run into any more, I'm probably just going to pick up some crystals and then we'll hop across to the UCH Discovery. Maybe they'll sell me some, maybe they'll give me some, maybe they'll have some in their containers, like normal. Anyway, I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time when, with this many crystals we've just found, we'll definitely be jumping to the UCH Discovery. Thanks a lot.